So some of you guys might not know this, but the health and fitness industry is actually full of conflicting theories and beliefs. For example, I'm always asked my thoughts on certain health and fitness products. So there are some products that a lot of people totally swear by, and then there's another camp of people who actually call these products out as scams and say that they actually promote unhealthy habits. So today I'm going to share my thoughts on some products that I deem kind of controversial in the fitness industry. So the ketogenic diet has been a very trendy diet the past year. It's a diet that puts your body in a state of carb deprivation and it triggers it to use your body's fat as energy instead. So with this diet came the rise of many other keto-related products like keto snacks, keto supplements, keto coffee, and I came across this keto product that I found particularly interesting but also sounded a bit iffy, and it's called the Prüvit ketone drink mix. So I actually came across this product when I was on Instagram and I saw a lot of influencers who were promoting as well as selling these products, which kind of got me thinking, is this some sort of MLM? So I actually got my hands on these products to see what the hype was all about. It's a powdered drink mix and it comes in a variety of flavors, and what it does is that it claims to actually put your body in a state of ketosis just within 60 minutes of drinking it. So firstly, think about how that sounds. Just within an hour of drinking it, you instantly start to burn fats. I mean, that to me sounds really too good to be true, because for those of y'all who have actually done keto diets before or are familiar with the keto diet, you know that your body actually takes at least 2 to 3 weeks to get into a state of ketosis. So obviously, I'm not a scientist, so I can't definitively tell you if this works or not. So I'm gonna try it out for myself to see whether or not it holds true to its claims. So now I'm gonna do a little bit of unboxing and show you guys what the sachets look like. So let me read you what it says on the packets. This product is not a medical treatment, medicine, or weight loss supplement. It is an exogenous ketone product that elevates ketone levels in the blood. What exogenous means, the ketones that are found in this product are actually from external sources and is not naturally produced by the body. Ketones trigger your body to use the fat storage as energy instead. It says that it's not a weight loss product, but they do tell you that drinking this gives you the benefits of a keto diet, which also leads to weight loss. So I think it's quite confusing. So I have about half a liter of water here. It smells very sweet, almost like bubble gum. Alright, so I'm gonna try it out right now. If you mix an artificially flavored peach drink with Yakult and artificially flavored flat soda water, then it will taste like this. And I've tried like many different sports supplement drinks before. I've tasted like artificially, naturally flavored sports drinks, but this definitely takes the cake as probably like the worst tasting I've ever come across. I know that taste is very subjective, so even though this doesn't taste very good for me, some people might think it tastes really delicious, but personally I just think that it's very stale tasting. It leaves a very strange aftertaste in my mouth. I can't imagine myself finishing the entire cup of this, but I have to because I'm gonna take the test. I also think it's like really strange that this product also has sugar. It actually has 4 grams of total sugar, which is considerably high for a keto product. And all these are per serving. If you're on a strict keto diet, you're on a almost 0 grams of sugar kind of diet. So the fact that it has 4 grams of sugar in each sachet is quite strange. I would say that I'm even more skeptical about it after reading the label. So I'm gonna finish up the last of this keto drink. So it's been about an hour and I'm gonna take these ketone test strips and see if my body is in ketosis. There's a color chart on the bottle and I'm gonna pee on the ketone strips. So if it turns a dark brown color, that means there's a lot of ketones present in my urine. But if it stays the same, then that means ketosis did not really happen. So I'm in the toilet now. I'm gonna take a ketone test. I got one of these. Pee on it. The stick has been peed on. Now I'm supposed to wait 40 seconds. And 40 seconds is up. Is my body in a state of ketosis? It is negative. It's nowhere near to any of these color changes. In conclusion, my thoughts on this keto drink mix is that it's a waste of money and it doesn't work. Think of how much money that you're spending on a drink. I would say that nothing beats proper exercise and nutrition, because there isn't a one-stop like quick fix to this. Maybe in future we might find an advanced method to help us to burn fat like really quickly. But honestly, all these are just quick fixes and it's very easy to be swayed by these marketing things. So I would say that if you you ever see anything like this that promises you like immediate results without exercising and without proper nutrition, then it's something to be very wary about. Something I get asked about quite a lot are waist trainers. Now, waist trainers are basically corsets that you wear around your waist, and it helps to give you an hourglass shape without any exercise. So the idea is that it kind of pushes the belly fat in your midsection downwards to give you that big booty and tiny waist. They were made very popular on social media by influencers and celebrities like the Kardashians who swear by them. So you're supposed to wear this when you're sedentary, meaning during times that you're not very active. So if you're, sitting at your desk and watching TV, then this would be a good time to wear it. And you're not supposed to wear it for extended periods of time. However, some people take it to an extreme by wearing it all the time, and some even to sleep. And because of that, waist trainers have caused a lot of controversy because wearing it for extended periods of time constricts your blood flow, affects your breathing, and that's also why some experts say that it causes unhealthy habits. So how you're supposed to use it is that you just fasten this over your waist. As you can see, it gives you that tiny waist and that hourglass figure. And you wear it underneath or over your clothes, and it's gonna help to cinch your waist inwards. So waist trainers are meant to be tight, so it is actually meant to squeeze all your fats like downwards. But if you find that it is too tight for you, you can also loosen the clasp halfway through, and this will allow you to breathe a lot easier. So personally, I have purchased and used waist trainers in the past. And to be very honest, I've used them in all types of situations. I've used them when I was working out, when I was, sedentary, when I was inactive, and even to sleep. I wanted to use them in all types of situations because I wanted to see how they worked or if they worked at all. So after, my own personal trial and error, I've got to say that I have pretty mixed feelings about waist trainers. So what I do like about waist trainers, whether or not I'm working out, is that it makes me more conscious about my core. My abs and my core muscles are kind of like squeezing through this very tight corset, and it's kind of like doing a plank while sitting down because I get that sensation of squeezing my lower abdominal muscles. And I do feel like when I'm working out with my waist trainer that my lower abs are engaged a lot more. But I will say though, like a little disclaimer is that if you are new to waist training, then I highly recommend you not working out with this because it can become very uncomfortable and it does affect your breathing. You should only do it once you become more accustomed to it and not excessively. I did use them when I was working out last time because I used to compete and there was a lot of emphasis on having a small tiny waist. So now that I'm not really competing anymore, I don't use the waist trainer as frequently. So another thing I like about this waist trainer is that it actually helps you to improve your posture. So when you're wearing this waist trainer, it's very hard for you to be sitting over and hunched because your body is pretty much like squeezed into a state where you're forced to sit upright. And sitting up with better posture actually reduces any kind of like body ache issues that are posture related. Let me just emphasize not to wear them for extended periods of time. I've personally worn it for about 14 to 16 hours once before, and it was so tight. I remember feeling super lightheaded. My breathing was very shallow, and after that, I never wanted to wear it for anything longer than maybe like 4 or 5 hours. So something very important to note is that waist trainers do not actually burn belly fat, and it does not actually reduce the size of your waist. I've even heard of some people wearing this during meal times as an appetite suppressant. With this tightened around your waist, your stomach is pretty much squished. It makes you like eat a lot less. So I think that this is very, very unhealthy. It sounds almost like an eating disorder. I would say that this is definitely not the way to use these waist trainers. If you're trying to lose weight, exercise and proper nutrition is the way around it, and you shouldn't be relying on things like this to suppress your appetite because it does become an unhealthy practice. So my final thoughts on the waist trainers is that if you want to try it out, then go and try it out. There's nothing inherently wrong with the product itself, but I think that the problems kind of arise when people start to misuse it. So if you ever try it out and you feel that it's very uncomfortable, then listen to your body and stop using it. So sweat-inducing products have become very popular nowadays. What they do is that you apply them to areas that you want to sweat more, and it's gonna help you to induce perspiration in that area. So they come in different forms like creams, waxes, oils, and there are even some sweat belts that you put around your midsection area that actually induces sweat in that area. So I managed to get my hands on one of these popular sweat-inducing products. So here is the Sweet Sweat Stick. So I'm going to show you how this works. So as a test, I'm going to apply this to one of my arms to see whether or not it makes me sweat more, and then leave my other arm as a control. So putting a little glue stick on my arms. Glides on quite nicely. It doesn't feel very greasy. So the idea here is that you're not supposed to rub it in. It's just to have a film over your arm so that it will produce more sweat. So I think because this product is made out of a lot of natural oils, so on my body it does look very shiny, but I am not sweating. So right now I'm gonna start my workout. I've planned a high intensity interval training for myself, and I'm gonna see whether or not this sweet sweat makes me sweat. Let's go! Mind you, I actually have problems sweating, and it's very hard for me to actually get into a sweat mode. If it works, it'll definitely show. So this might look like I'm sweating a lot, but I think it's just the cream that's kind of like melted into my skin, and it looks very shiny now, and it feels a bit greasy actually. So I'm gonna do another 2 rounds of this workout, see if I actually break a sweat. So I am definitely sweating by now, and as you can see, my right arm is very dry. But in my left arm, where I put the sweet sweat, you can kind of see these little water droplets forming around my arm. Usually I don't even sweat in my arm, so the fact that there are these like sweat droplets that are forming, it's quite surprising. It's definitely not something that usually happens to me, but I would say I'm sweating the most in my head. So I've done a lot of research on these sweat products, and you find that none of them actually say that these products help you to lose weight. In fact, all they claim to do is to help you sweat more, which is fine, you know, it's what it says on the box. So why this might be controversial is that people have this misconception that by sweating more, they are burning more fat, which is totally not true. Sweating is actually your body's way of cooling down its body temperature when it's working out. But I will say that sweat is highly motivating, because when you're in the gym and you're sweating, you do feel pushed to work out even harder, especially when you see the sweat and you kind of see the fruit of your labor. So I would say that, you know, sweat does have its benefits in making you push more in the gym. So my personal thoughts on these health and fitness products is that everyone's just looking for a quick fix. You know, everyone wants to find a magic pill or a one-step solution in order for you to get results fast. I think that it's very easy to be swayed by marketing tactics, because you see all these products online, you see a before and after, and you know, you think like, wow, this must be some kind of magical solution to my problems. So I think it's very important for you to do your own research and to not just take things at face value. And then when it comes to trying new products, especially when it comes to things that you ingest, you know, like health products and supplements, I think it's very important to consult your physician or your doctor before you try them out. In short, don't believe everything you see online, and definitely be a discerning buyer. And I know it's very tempting to buy into all these quick fixes, but nothing beats proper exercise and nutrition when it comes to reaching your fitness goals. So that's all I have for you in today's episode, and if you've tried any of these fitness products, please do let me know in the comment section down below, because I want to know your experience, or you know, what your thoughts are on these products. And if you've heard of any other crazy controversial fitness products, I want to know about them, so leave them in the comment section down below. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please remember to give it a thumbs up, click the subscribe button and hit the little bell so you always get a notification every time we post a new video. Or you can download the Clicknetwork app to get early access to our videos before they hit YouTube. So I'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys.